Hello all. Bonjour et bienvenue. Welcome to our KNOWARTH webinar, which is on business benefits of externalizing infrastructure management to experts. Now, to begin with, let's discuss the agenda for tonight. That is, what is externalizing infrastructure management means, offering and capabilities, service delivery, which is help desk, monitoring, delivery model, customer benefits, question and answer. Our presenters for tonight is Mr. Rupan Modi, who is delivery head for cloud and RIMS. He has over 15 years of experience in planning, executing and maintenance of large infrastructure and IT projects. He has worked for system development, contingency planning, process improvement, AWS cloud management, and executed projects for IT, insurance, banking and finance, and telecom. Saida Tunawala, she is consultant for cloud and infrastructure. She has over 2 years of experience in maintenance and planning of RIMS and cloud projects with AWS and other technologies. She has executed remote infra management projects across industries in e-commerce, IT, healthcare, and telecom. I will be your host tonight. My name is Rohan Bhatt. Now, to tell you a bit about KNOWARTH Technologies, we believe in delivering excellence through end-to-end enterprise-grade IT solutions. We are among the 20 most promising IT services companies in Ahmedabad. We have over 180 plus team members, and we are delivering advanced enterprise software solutions in open source alternative to proprietary technologies. We have certified resources for quality assurance, and we have delivered over 100 projects within budget to 50 clients on time. We have our global reach with our clients based in USA, California, Georgia, Florida, and NY, Dubai in Middle East, UK and Norway in Europe, and Sydney and Melbourne in Australia. Some of our key clients are Reliance Jio, HP, Hewlett Packard, Tata Sky, Reliance Infrastructure, Panamax, Alembic, Triumph, and Actors. Now, to tell you a bit about our team capabilities, we have 36 members team working 24/7, providing support to global customers and working as extended arms to clients' internal infrastructure. We have certified team members on Windows and Linux, networking, security, backup and storage, applications, cloud technologies, ITIL, PMP, etc. We have great strength in application service, infrastructure services, and transformation services. We have team members that graduated and masters with information technology and computer science, having strong understanding of all IT concepts. All of our team members are with over 5 years of experience in area of infrastructure management services, cloud technologies, and data center management. Our key skills and expertise are DevOps technologies with infrastructure provisioning and management, continuous deployment and integration, monitoring, and etc. Our overall client feedback for services support is on an average 4.5 out of 5 stars. Now I'm going to hand over our webinar to Saida Tunawala. Over to you, Saida.
Thank you, Rohan, and welcome all. Starting with the challenges, let's have some bit about the outline of infrastructure management, which can be as infrastructure technologies enable of larger business goals, can't spend time to evaluate of new technologies, cost of ownership upon cost reduction, and profit evaluation. IT gets more complex with the new technologies that are involved. Difficult to manage the IT infra against advanced security threats, reliability and productivity issues for the technologies involved, lack of monitoring and measurement tools for the better performance, doesn't have multi-skilled and capable IT team to manage the IT infrastructure from the point to point. The IT refresh cycle, which includes the replacing of servers and other critical hardware, allows organizations to deploy, update equipment intended to improve reliability, enable new and anticipated capabilities within the update one. Industry standard IT practice at infancy, increasing head-off cost and perennial concerns. Let's talk with some of the questions to these challenges. There are some questions which strike our head after looking at the challenges as what is the business need, how to understand the business for the future growth, and how to get the proper solution towards the needs of the business. How should IT infrastructure get managed and how and who? IT infrastructure service cut cost and boost efficiency through technological innovation and a focus on a high quality service design. Infrastructure management is quickly becoming a solution that companies rely on to reduce their stress of maintaining, manage, and improving their IT infrastructure. Today, we require the IT infrastructure availability 24/7 organizations which can look towards the economical yet scalable model of infrastructure support, services, increased ROI, and uncompromised delivery quality. And efficient and cost-effective technology infrastructure can help you focus on your core business. Let's have now the externalizing IT infrastructure. So after these challenges and questions which strike our mind that how we can get the solution to overcome the challenges, the answer is simple: externalizing IT infrastructure. IT infrastructure management encompasses the entire range of support and management of IT services related to infrastructure, including remote monitoring, network monitoring and management, security services, database administrator, desktop and server administrator. Externalizing IT infrastructure means you can give the contract to all your IT infrastructure or some part of your IT infrastructure to the external organization who helps in managing and maintaining your IT infrastructure. This means that you can choose what you outsource and what remains on-site. So you can skip day-to-day operations and focus on innovation. There are some certain processes of managing IT infrastructure. Either it could be on-premises or from remotely. You can access individualized services depending on your specific requirements. This means that you can choose what you outsource and what remains on-site, resulting in increase in application availability. It includes the best practice and the consulting-led approach for effective delivery of IT service as access to talent, ready pipeline from domestic operations. The service which are the part of externalizing IT infrastructure are IT utility service, SaaS, and cloud-enabled service which can improve business critical service availability. It always helps us to have the right and correct vision, correct strategies, and the developing structure approach properly, which can improve business user satisfaction and create the win-to-win situation. So after the externalizing the IT infrastructure, let's have some question answers which will pop up after knowing IT infrastructure externalization. So mostly there are many questions which can pop up, such as while choosing the IT provider, we always have the question, as the IT provider we have chosen is correct or not, that can be trusted or not, and many more as on. So after choosing the IT infra, second thought comes to our mind is that we will understand the business needs for the future and can help positively, can suggest the right and correct direction which can help us in business growth, which will the IT providers are good enough to do what they are supposed to, and will it be helpful? Will they provide the solution to the issues is reliable? The strategy they will use will integrate the existing teams and the existing environment for the better outcome and performance. So these are some questions which can even always pop up when we used to do IT infrastructure externalization. And also there are some of the risks which include in IT infrastructure externalization, such as there are concerns about the risk that can be challenged as while externalizing IT infrastructure, as you can give some else responsibility for an aspect of your business, whether a full-time, new hire, there is a risk involved always. There should be a proper understanding of business and also the proper knowledge share to end-to-end users. IT affects an entire organization from the simple task employees do every day to the complex automated aspects. Be sure the outside IT infra are qualified to take care of your greatest needs. Critics argue that an outside IT infra will never be as effective as a full-time employee who is under the same management as other employees. Other concerns include confidentiality of data and disaster recovery. However, a supervisor that is knowledgeable in managing an IT staff member will usually be required. This is a particularly true if you will be laying off employees to replace their job functions with an outsourced firm. Other employees may wonder if their job is at the risk too. If the IT infrastructure does not document the work on your network and system, or if you have had to purchase that proprietary software, you may feel like you can't go anywhere else or to take back your network. Many outsourced companies require you to sign up, which limits flexibility. So these are the mostly major risks which always include in your mind while you are getting out of the IT infrastructure of externalization. So there could be also some of the benefits which we can include while you can give the IT externalization infrastructure, and they can be the benefits for the IT infrastructure management may be software and hardware are becoming obsolete rapidly. It is difficult for a single organization with a limited IT team to keep everything up to date. With a partner vendor coming in, it gives you benefit to have IT teams with multi-skills, professional and diverse expertise who can provide sound advice on IT investments. Since quality staff is service providers' core competency, they build their talent pool with a specific certification and expertise in various technologies. Outsourcing providers offer better support to quickly implement new developments within the business, increasing speed to market and agility to respond quickly to dynamic opportunities. With the IT service, it removes burden from your core staff and they can focus on what they do best and they are hired for. It results in higher moral values and more affection and dedication towards the organization. Despite the best, the unexpected doesn't happen. There is where the IT service provider guarantees 24/7 support. That when it happens, such there is somebody to be there helping it out. IT service providers use best-in-class tools and technologies to provide round-the-clock support with a proactive approach before customer knows the issue. Service provider will receive the alarm trigger and will start working on it to resolve, thus providing business continuity. With widely accessible infrastructure, the flip side is that is often open to intrusion. With advanced threats and attacks, it becomes difficult to prevent such threats, right? IT partners can customize and assemble tools and technologies such as intrusion prevention, antivirus malware, spam, and advanced threat management to prevent this. Compliance is another such area where some organization often misses and barely consider it, whether it is credit card data or health card data, etc. Its compliance providers are obsessive about compliance and stays on top of evolving security developments and that compiled standards are met. Regulatory compliance are often changing. The organization who are dealing with such compliance is responsible for such any deviations. With the newer technologies and automated tools, RIM infrastructure management services using the components are standardized and mostly automated functions, enabling rapid delivery. Businesses are often required to have multiple integrations, consolidations, and changes in their IT infrastructure. Maintaining internal operational level agreements is a complex and around task for most businesses. Now, while this is a quite troublesome for any business to solely handle, working with a company that offers reliable IT infrastructure management services makes this easy yet assuring the service level. Possessing in-depth information, this service provider precisely know the tricks and methods to handle all the IT challenges and retain maximum value and minimum risk to the business. For small and medium-sized business, it is depending best for outpouring their IT infrastructure. Instead of building in-house expert teams, which become hassle sometimes with a huge cost. Instead, SMBs can hire IT infrastructure management companies and outsource IT tasks at a responsible cost with SLAs. In case of any challenges or issues, they have an easy way out of to pull back to contract and switch to another provider. Hence, they will get the best of the services. IT services providers have partnerships with global providers of specialized infrastructure services, which is leveraged along with its services. This helps them implementing global best practice from the wide spectrum of client and experience. With the best of class monitoring and measurement tools, IT providers are able to provide near to all real-time statistics which helps their NOC team to proactively manage and mitigate client issues before they arise. With such tools, more than 70% of the primary problems are mitigated and fixed, which can turn out to be a problem later. In cloud-based remote infrastructure management has proven to be a grand success among user organizations who benefit from the peace of the mind that is derived from 24/7 365 monitoring and management of all the infrastructure. In short, we can be in a secure way of the benefits which has been shared for the IT infrastructure, externalizing.
Thank you, Saida. Thank you very much. Now, to tell you a bit more about offering capabilities of remote IT infrastructure and KNOWARTH, I'm going to hand over the webinar to Mr. Rupam Modi. Over to you, Rupam.
Thank you, Rohan. Hello, everybody. Good evening to all of you. So, here we feel that these are areas basically where the company feels outsourcing their services to IT vendors. One of the key area which lies here is the process consulting, the ITSM process consulting. This could be in a way of advising or implementing the processes in terms of consultancy. It could be infrastructure offshoreability with the compliances and the infrastructure in place. It could be ITSM implementation within the organization. It could be ITIL best practices implementation within the organization, or BS 15000, or maybe Six Sigma, or HIPAA compliance, anything similar to such compliance. Second is a data center management, where most of the companies are involved in designing, monitoring, and managing either of them or all three of them, which comprises of servers, applications, database management, messaging and mobility management, web hosting management. Third vital point, which is very important, is network and security management, where the whole infrastructure depends on the network and security, where most of the companies are involved in designing and monitoring and managing either or all of them, which comprises of enterprise networks, or maybe it could be telco networks, network devices, security devices, operation centers, security management, and many more. Fourth is technical support and service desk, where it's mostly dealing with endpoints in terms of desktops or endpoint support. It could be service desk as well, outsourcing their own services on the service desk. Fifth is application operations support, where most of the companies are indulged in designing production operations, monitoring, managing, which comprises of business applications, enterprise products. It could be commercial as well as open source enterprise products as well, and new technologies emerging in like DevOps or SysOps, where where the IT service providers indulge in designing, implementing and managing. Say for example, if we talk about DevOps, then there are several companies which indulge in designing the entire DevOps and CDCI technology for companies, production companies, application or software development companies. So these are key areas where most of the organization seeks for IT consultancy or outsource their business services or IT business services to the IT service providers. This is a basic delivery model, I'm sorry. This is a basic service delivery model, which generally comprises of most of the processes as far as remote infrastructure management services is concerned. So it could be a combination of on-site and off-site. It could be on-site, complete on-site, and it could be complete off-site or offshore model as well. The inception begins with scoping of the work and the processes, knowledge acquisition from the client, project coordination and project kickoff, and the support, which could be on-site as well as the off-site. Now, on on-site support and off-site support, it comprises of three levels of supports in general, which is level 1, level 2, and level 3. Monitoring is a part and a vital part of the delivery model, where all the entire infrastructure is near to real time or real time getting monitored from the best of the class tools, which provides proactive performance monitoring and measurements of the infrastructure, applications, database, and the components, other components involved in the infrastructure. It could be network monitoring, it could be security monitoring, it could be SLA-based monitoring, it could be a process monitoring. Based on the performance measurement and performance monitoring, there are threshold alerts and triggers which provides the information in case of anything which is getting problematic, and in a single dashboard or consolidated dashboard, the entire reporting is being provided. So that comprises of the remote monitoring. So level 1 and level 2 and level 3 support includes the incident management support, escalations, SLAs, service desk, knowledge repository, knowledge management, problem management, change management, capacity and performance management, which mostly are part of ITSM tools and technologies. This entire service delivery model mostly works on, or I would say, works on ITIL best practices, comprises of risk mitigation, transition, or seamless integration of client processes. Those are part of the other processes along with the remote infrastructure management services. RIMS KNOWARTH offerings. These are a few key areas which we would like to highlight what KNOWARTH offers. So cost reduction, reduced manpower, performance efficiency, and capacity planning, which results in around 20 to 25% reduction in the cost. KNOWARTH believes in quality and processes because KNOWARTH follows process-based approach to problem-solving, escalation, quality, and ensures the standards and security controls. Adopts best practices, industry best practices, which results into efficiencies, risk mitigation, improved security, assured business continuity, minimizing downtime, and security integrity of customer data. We talk about scalability, absorptions of peaks and tools of manpower, needs with automation and common operation framework. Focus on competitive advantage, more free time to adapt technology for competitive advantage and increased market share. Automation, where we are leveraging enterprise automation tools which can drive cost saving and improve system availability. Team of experts, domain experts who aid the organization in skill development, providing visibility with timely reporting and real-time control and analysis of historical trends, and working on service levels while establishing critical service levels for performance management, measurement, and tracking and reporting. KNOWARTH has a decade of experience and expertise in ITES services and application development. We have delivered more than 80 products till today in our entire tenure. Management is committed to continuously invest in infrastructure and technology for research and development. At KNOWARTH, we create center of excellence and competency building, where we have a team certified in various technologies, processes, and project management, providing end-to-end solutions. At KNOWARTH, we have state-of-art operations center implemented with best tools available globally, leveraging the services. Entire process is backed up by ITIL best practices. And lastly, but most important, is that very strong HR policies with scalable training models, high retention ratio because of heavy employee or high employee satisfaction values. That builds the KNOWARTH success story and a great team. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for attending the webinar. If you have any questions, please fire away. We still have 3 to 4 minutes left in the webinar, where our host will be able to answer some of your questions. Still no questions there. Well, thank you for attending our webinar. If you have any question, you can always write to us on marketing@knowarth.com or visit our website on www.knowarth.com and just fire away your query or question, and our host will give you answers rapidly. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.